Hey guys, it's Miss Fiella. I just want to go over today's lesson for you. The date for today is Monday, 4/13. When you open up your attachment for today, you have your FSA countdown page, day 71, to complete. And then you have 2 converting measurement worksheets to complete after that. Okay, and that's our lesson for today. Our lesson for today is reviewing customary units of measurement. Okay. For the FSA countdown page, really quickly, I'll go over some of these with you. Some of these have to do with measurement. So for number 1, select all the objects that are close to an inch long. Think about what an inch looks like. And you can even use a ruler to help you. 2, a table is shown. Complete the table to show the missing dimensions. So we're going to go over that today. You're going from inches to feet. 3, we're converting again these measurements so that they are all the same type of measurement. We'll do that today. 4, she uses all 8 cups of flour. How many pies can she make? So we need to convert the cups. We need to make sure the cups, she needs 2 cups of flour for each pie, and she has 8 cups of flour. So for that one, how many pies can she make? That one we're just going to divide. And 5, you need to use the number line to help determine when the 3rd pie is done baking. If you have any questions on those, you can message me on Edmodo. And I'm not going to be making a separate video for the answers because those were emailed to your parents in an attachment. So you should have all the answers for all your worksheets for the week. Okay, today's lesson is on customary units of measurement. So let me go ahead and turn this around so you can see my board. Okay. Alrighty, hopefully you can see this. So today we're going to be talking about customary units. Customary units are the units of measurement we use in the United States. So we're going to start off with talking about customary units of length. How do we measure length? We measure length in inches, feet, yards, and miles. Those are what we're going to talk about today. So what you're going to be given is you're going to be given a reference sheet, which you have seen. I'm trying to pull it up right now. Your reference sheet. Okay. You have seen this before. You can use them on NWEA. You've used them before, and you used it for your test that we took in class. So you're given a lot of information already. Okay, so you know that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. Okay, we know that. You're given that information. We know 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. Okay, we know that 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. And we know that 1 mile is also equal to 1,760 inches. Oh, I'm sorry, not inches. 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards. I was looking at inches up here. So this is the information that's all given to you. So for today's lesson, we're just reviewing how do we convert our units of measurement. So for length, if we were talking about something like I have 4 feet of fabric, how many inches is that? Okay, so that means we have to change our feet, our 4 feet is how many inches. And this is always how I set up my problems, okay? And now remember in class when we talked about this, the first thing that you're going to do is write down what you already know. What do you know about 1 foot is equal to how many inches? Is equal to 12 inches. We know that information is given to us on our reference sheet. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to memorize it. So now, how do we figure out how many inches are in 4 feet? The next step is just to multiply. We're always going to be multiplying here. So now I'm just going to do 12 times 4. And that gives me 48 inches. And there is my answer. I just changed my feet 2 inches. Okay? What if I had yards? 2 inches. So what if I had 3 yards and I want to know how many inches that equals? I need to write down what I already know. 1 yard is how many inches. We're going to inches. So I'm not going to write 1 yard is how many feet because I'm not going to feet. So 1 yard is how many inches. This is not on your reference sheet. This is the one thing here that is not on your reference sheet. You have to memorize this, or you can figure it out from the information given to you on your reference sheet. So 1 yard, we know from our reference sheet, 1 yard is 3 feet. But we want to know how many inches that is. So if there's 12 inches in 1 foot, how many inches are in 3 feet? Well, 12 times 3 gives me 36. So 1 yard is equal to 36 inches. You have to remember that, okay? 1 yard is equal to 36 inches, okay? So how many inches are in 3 yards? Well, I'm going to multiply 36 times 3. And I get 108 inches, okay? That is how we convert our customary units of length. Now let's talk about our customary units of, our customary units of capacity. Capacity is, we're talking about liquid. How much liquid an object can hold, okay? Now for this one, we talked about our King G, okay? So for capacity, we're talking about liquid. We measure in a gallon. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts, okay? Inside each quart, we have 2 pints. Inside each pint is 2 cups. So I'm going to put, I know it's hard to see, 2 little C's in each one of those P's, which means 1 pint equals 2 cups. 1 quart equals 1, 2, 3, 4 cups, okay? And now also 1 cup, okay, and I believe this is given to you, is equal to 8 fluid ounces. Now some of this information is given to you already on your reference sheet, but this is a great tool to help you. You can draw this out when you're trying to solve your problems. So we have the 1G, 4 Q's. Inside each Q is 2 P's. Inside each P is 2 C's for cups, okay? So that you can draw out for yourself to help you. You are also given information on your reference sheet, okay? You are given 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces, 1 pint equals 2 cups, 1 quart equals 2 pints, 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. That's what you are given, okay? So use that reference sheet. Alrighty, what if we had to convert our units? So what if we said we had 6 quarts and we want to know how many pints that is? We're going to follow the same steps. Write down what you already know first. What do you know about 1 quart? Well, 1 quart is equal to how many pints? And it's equal to 2 pints. That's given to me on my reference sheet. I could also figure that out because I know in my King G, inside 1 Q is 2 P's. 1 quart is 2 pints, okay? Now how do I figure out how many pints are in 6 quarts? I'm going to do 6 times 2, which equals 12. So 6 quarts equals 12 pints, okay? That is how I solve all of my conversion problems. So even if I had to convert, if I had 6 gallons, actually let's do 7 gallons since we just did 6. So 7 gallons is how many, let's do cups. How many cups? So first write down what you already know. So 1 gallon equals how many cups? And actually, if you look at your reference sheet, it's not on your reference sheet. But if I draw that King G, I can figure out how many cups are in 1 gallon. Because inside each one of these P's, we have 2 C's. So now I want you to count how many C's are inside that big G. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1 gallon is equal to 16 cups. So how do I figure out how many cups are in 7 gallons? I'm going to do 16 times, we are always multiplying, times 7. 7 times 6 is 42. 7 times 1 is 7, plus 4 is 11. It's 112 cups, okay? Alrighty, next we have customary units of let's see, we did of length. We did, I'm sorry, did I think I might have measured it, wrote it out as weight, but we did length, we did capacity, and now let's do weight. Okay, customer units of weight. And we measure weight with pounds. Okay, pounds, tons, and ounces. Okay. All right, so on your reference sheet, you're already given information. You know 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. Careful, because there's fluid ounces, and that's for capacity. And here we have just regular ounces, that's for weight. Don't confuse those. So 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. 1 ton is equal to 2,000 pounds. And that's all the information that you're given on your reference sheet. Okay, so you should be able to solve most of your problems with that information. For example, if we had to convert, say we had, say we had 12 pounds. This is a little harder one. Equals how many ounces? First step, write down what you already know. I know 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So how do I figure out how many ounces are in 12 pounds? I have to multiply. I'm going to multiply 16 times 12. Yes, a 2-digit number times a 2-digit number, but we should be able to solve that. If you cannot solve it using the standard algorithm, you can use your box method. And that would look like this, okay? So I'm going to solve this using the standard algorithm. 2 times 6 is 12, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Put my 0, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 1 is 1. I add them together and I get 192 ounces. Okay, so you can do 2-digit times 2-digit. Alrighty, you notice for all of these, for length, capacity, and weight, it's the same steps. Okay, it's the same 2 steps. Write down what you already know and then multiply. You're just using different units of measurement, okay? You might be using feet and inches for length, but for capacity, you're not using those same measurement. You're using maybe cups, gallons, pints, okay? So those are different. You can't mix them, alrighty? And you can use that reference sheet that is posted for you, okay? If you have any other questions, please message me on Edmodo. And don't forget, you have to do your FSA countdown page for today. You have to do the worksheets, the 2 worksheets for today. When you're done, please complete your 1 FSA Imagine Math lesson on the FSA Review Week 4 pathway. Some of you are still working in other pathways and you're not completing your lessons for the week. So even if you still have a pathway that says FSA Review Week 3 or Review Week 2 or Review Week 1, do not work in those. You're working in Review Week 4, okay? When you finish all of those, if you want to go back to the other ones, you can, okay? But not until you're finished, alrighty? All right, if you have any other questions, let me know.